So hi everyone, myself Rekha Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics. My course is about the fundamental of business statistics. It is nothing but an histogram. So how to draw a histogram today we will see. So histogram is nothing but an frequency distribution having a number of class interval, and it should be a continuous diagram. So the horizontal axis is marked to represent the class interval, and as well as the based on the corresponding frequency. It should be a series of rectangles are obtained, and based on the total of the class frequency. So this figure is known as a histogram, and they may be noted here for the class interval, and it should be in the form of a continuous form. Then the discrete continuous may be transferred to a class boundaries, and hence to draw the histogram. So histogram can be represented in the form of a continuous axis. For example, how to draw the histogram. Histogram is nothing but number of boys in the register of the class, and based on that number of frequency are given. If we want to find, for example, if for a class 8th standard, or else the class the school, we have to identify how many students are studying, and for 5 years, for example 2 to 5 years, how many members of boys studying, 5 to 8, how many members of boys studying, like that. If you need a data for that, for the sum of the schools means, you can easily split the data 2 to 5, 5 to 8, 8 to 11, 11 to 14, 14 to 17, 17 to 20. So take some of the school, nearby school you can take, and 2 to 5 years, for example, I have taken the school violet matriculation means 2 to 5 means number of boys is 15. So boys are studying in that school, and 5 to 8 group 20 boys are studying, in 8 to 11 30 boys, and whereas in 11 to 14 40, and 14 to 17 25 boys, and 7 to 20 it is 10 boys. So these are the data they are given. So how to represent in the form of an histogram, and we can see in the next PPT. So histogram should have to remember, it is applied only for the class interval, and based on the relevant class frequency. And first of all, we have to write axis for the both age in the years, histogram, and number of boys. And x-axis and y-axis also you have to represent it as an 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, like that. You have to give the data as they have given, and in y-axis you can mention the scale. So based on the units distribution of that range, you can give either 5, 10, 20, 15, or else you can give 10, 20, like that. So in that diagram I have given it as 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So 2 to 5 it is mentioned it as 15, 5 to 8 it is mentioned it as 20, and 8 to 11 it is mentioned it as 30, and it is 40, next 25, next 10. So you can given the range like this. So based on the range you can draw the frequency polygon in this diagram also, otherwise you can see the frequency polygon separately also. So histogram itself you can draw his frequency polygon, but if they ask the histogram, no need to draw that line. You can simply draw the bar diagram. You simply bar the rectangular series alone. So no need to draw the frequency straight line, etc. So this histogram help us to identify that data for the class interval based on the class frequency. So in this picture you can easily identify that. So the number of age group between 11 to 14 is nothing but 40 students. This, so 11 to 14 only uh, higher number of students are studying. So totally 40 students are studying in that school, Violet Matriculation School. So you can easily identify based on the, by seeing the diagrammatic representation. So this data help us to reveal that what is the brand, what is the types of brand we are using, and how many members are studying in the school, and what the weight of the boys for the certain class members. So these, if you want to data, reveal some of the data, and we can factorize the data using the histogram or else the bar diagram. So today class, I think so we have discussed how to draw a bar diagram. You have to remember histogram is nothing but and continuous diagram, rectangular series for the class interval. Okay, thank you.